Hi, everybody. Woo. It's almost the end of Emerge Americas 2018. Unbelievable. The energy today. Thank you all for being here. My name is Melissa Medina, Executive Vice President of Emerge Americas, and this is my colleague.
My name is Monica Mora, and I'm the Director of Special Projects at Emerge Americas.
And she has been the engine behind this startup showcase, this global startup showcase. And we are here to announce the top 5 startups. These top 5 startups, listen, they will be pitching on our main stage to close out the conference. 5-minute pitches, followed by Q&A with 3 judges. Mr. Armando Christian Perez Pitbull will be one of the Shark Tank-style judges. Jason Calcanis, seasoned angel investor, and Gil Beta, Managing Director of Comcast Ventures. So, drum roll, please. Monica will start with the university stage.
So the winner of the finalist of the university stage startups is Babylon Micro Farms.
Where's Babylon? So Babylon, same format as this stage. 5-minute pitch followed by Q&A. Now, the top 2 early stage are Daycation. Are they around here somewhere? I didn't even see them. Hey! And CarePass. There's CarePass.
All the way back there.
All right, congrats. The top 2 later stage are CancerAid and Xendoo.
Congratulations.
All right, so for those top 5 startups, make sure that you are by the main stage outside of the curtains right around 4:30 p.m., please, and we'll get everyone started. Okay, now to end the day here on Launchpad stage, we have one of our most supportive companies and partners from the beginning of Emerge, which is Visa. And here to talk about the Visa initiative is Alan Quelly, VP of Product Solutions and New Enablers. Please welcome Alan Quelly.
No, you're good, you're good. Great, thank you. Sebastian, if you want to accompany me. So my name is Alan Quelly. I just wanted to quickly, before we get started on the Hackathon Challenge, we launched our Visa Everywhere initiative for 2018. It's a startup program designed to find the next big thing in payments. So if you are a startup who's got a commercially available product and you think it can help transform financial services or payments in the region, we encourage you to apply. So yesterday we opened up applications. They'll run through June 15th. And again, encourage you to apply. We're going to have a series of semifinal events throughout Latin America in August and September in Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Colombia, Peru. You can choose which event to participate in. And again, just encourage you to apply for Visas Everywhere Initiative 2018. With me today, I've got Sebastian Cadenas from Increase. They're a startup out of Argentina that won our program. I just wanted him to say a few words of what the competition is like.
Thank you. Very few words about the competition and what it meant to the participating last year. For the 25 companies that participated this morning, and for everyone who is watching today, and if they are in doubt if applying or not, it doesn't mean anything to win. It means everything to start working with Visa and getting the access and the scale that a company as Visa can bring to the companies that we are creating. So I highly recommend everyone to participate. It's spectacular. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. With that, we'll start with our Hackathon Challenge. Just for everyone to kind of level set. Participants were given a month to come up with ideas, concepts that were commercially viable, to develop prototypes utilizing Visa APIs to either enhance the travel experience or to enhance the card-on-file experience. So today we're going to be running now the pitches. I hand it over to Jenny to walk us through the teams.
Thank you. So we have 8 teams participating. The first card body, can you come, please? The car body representative? Okay.
Just run into this or not. But when you change countries, your card is declined. And it normally takes about a 20-minute customer service call to get it cleared up. So why does this happen? It happens because the card issuers, like Bank of America, are not hooked in to the Visa APIs. So what is CardBuddy going to do? It's going to enhance the travel experience for the card holders, and it's going to be very easy for the card issuers to hook into it because it's going to be a plugin. Now, what does CardBuddy really do? Okay, let's say I'm traveling. I'm on a plane. I go to Brazil. So what's going to happen is when I get to Brazil, ding, it's going to say, hey, you need to put in a travel itinerary or your card will be declined. So I do that. No problems. Check in at the hotel. Then I decide, hey, let me take a day trip over to Colombia. So I go to Colombia, and ding, it tells me, geez, Colombia's not on your travel itinerary. So I'm like, okay, I got to update that because I'm going to do some major league shopping. So now everything works. I'm in line at a store. I've got 2 or 3 items. And then I say, well, wow, how much am I really going to pay for this? So I go to CardBuddy, and then what happens is that gives you the exchange rate. Obviously, it's a big market. We need to talk with the card issuers. We're going to make money with a license fee, integration fee, which is optional, and a monthly. So we have an API right now that's available for download for the app. And this is our team. And I have some screenshots here of the app that we can look at, or if I can give a demo. Thank you very much. We look forward to working for Visa.
Okay, thank you. The next team is A Tale of Two Cities. Welcome.
Oh, we need it. Hello, everybody. So my name is Michael Williamson. This is Keith Fernandez, and our presentation is called A Tale of Two Cities. The pain point that we solved was when you go to travel to a new destination and your card gets declined. And your card is getting declined for 2 reasons, either because you're in a foreign location or because there's insufficient funds in your account due to a change in the foreign exchange rate. So in our application, you'll be able to see all of the different Visa cards that you have. On top of that, you'll be able to see the balance of each card, and you'll be able to see which card has a balance that's sufficient to cover the transaction in question. Then in the application, there's 3 buttons. You'll be able to alert Visa to your location. You'll be able to perform a funds transfer if necessary, and then submit the payment. We also created an enterprise solution for card on file and auto billing and auto payments. So,
Yeah, so what we did at the enterprise level, we decided to focus on the enterprise for this part of the solution because of the higher growth rates and the higher margins. And we added 2 extra jobs called the auto bill client prep and the auto pay vendors prep, which go before our regular batch jobs, which are the auto pay and the auto bill. So what this does is it goes ahead and checks all of the parameters that could cause friction. And it resolves these issues so that our batch payment process goes through on a nightly basis.
Okay, so by utilizing our proprietary cloud functionalities and integrating Visa's APIs, we're able to scan, see if there's any cards that are not up to date, and then create a trigger to update those new cards. These are the APIs that we integrated into our solution. There's 6 of them. And we also had some suggestions to better the user experience, which included creating a thread to link all of a customer's Visa cards, incorporating biometrics when 2-factor authentication may be inconvenient, also optimizing hold times and batch processing, as well as adding a preemptive hold for 1 to 2 days before the recurring payment. We operate as an application as a service and software as a service. Using public and private cloud infrastructures. How we add value is to eliminate unnecessary declines. By eliminating these unnecessary declines, any unnecessary declines will discourage a customer from using Visa as their primary form of payment while traveling, which is something we'd like to avoid. Our distribution channels, we would distribute as a standalone app in the iOS store as well as the Google Play Store, and also act as a value-added resource within existing banking and travel applications to capitalize on their substantial user bases. Our marketing strategy is to target travelers who also are Visa card holders, and we'll do this by marketing on social media channels that are frequently used by travelers, such as Snapchat and Instagram. That's it? Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So we invite Malak Security.
Good afternoon, Emerge Americas. Today I'm going to be talking about Malak Security for my Visa challenge. Now, agenda, I'm going to be addressing challenge number 1, enhancing the traveler experience. I'll go quickly over the economic impact, the trade winds to headwinds, and then our solution. So 113 million, that's how many visitors South Florida had. 109 billion, that is how much they spent. This is according to Visit Florida. However, our visitors had a lot of challenges. One was personal security. We had crimes, natural disasters, health crisis. Additionally, identity theft. We're the #1 state with the highest identity theft. An average cost of $2,000. To be fair, identity theft is not just a Florida problem. We can claim that about the hurricanes, but identity theft is a nationwide problem. Nationwide, in 2017, there were 107 million records. So our solution, or 2 solutions were proposed. One is using the Visa Global ATM locator. We proposed finding the safest ATM locator. We cross-checked FBI data and crime statistics with the location of ATMs. The second one is something we call Malak Secure Transaction Purchases, using the power of Visa Direct. So specifically, your information, credit card information, cannot be breached if the vendor never has your information. So we never store your information. Now, this refers a little bit of explanation. So currently, most Visa users use their phones, they read a RC code, and then they pay. This information is passed through the networks. It makes it to the merchants' computers. They get notifications and everything. So our innovation is we're going to be the middleman, meaning when somebody purchases, they're going to purchase from Malak Security. We're certified, we're secure. They just come through us. we actually going to take on the risk of going with the vendors. This will reduce the number of declines because we're well known to Visa, we're well known to the customer. So we are transferring the risk. That's the value proposition for us. We're transferring the risk to our business. And that's actually a very, very subtle thing. An additional benefit is that they remain anonymous, meaning you go and visit, nobody knows what you purchased, because from us, it's going to be a secure purchase from Malik Security. They never get information, they don't know what you buy, they cannot track you. So you also go anonymous. The business plan is we're going to sell this service for $19.99, and this is a minimalist services. It's just meant to be on your phone, and this is our simple prototype for the API. We're just hitting the APIs exposed by Visa. Thank you very much for considering Malik Security.
Thank you. We invite Cummings. Cummings? Cummings.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Bradley Cummins, and I am the co-founder and web developer at WM Digital, which stands for Websites and Marketing. My presentation is a little bit less on the business concept and more just a visual journey through the concept of what we came up with for crowdfunding. Just a little background is that for me, crowdfunding is something that I think is very powerful, but is difficult to get connected to. Being able to add visual elements to the crowdfunding purpose is, I think, going to bring things to life for the user and for the purpose. So the idea we came up with was called Illuminate Puerto Rico. Essentially, you could be using this not only for maps, but for pictures of people that you're trying to earn money for, even buildings at science museums that you could watch the science museum be built as you get donations. So as you click through, you would select to donate. You would click, for example, under this circumstance, you could actually donate not just money, but products. So for money, you could enter the amount that you want to, and then for the products, you could actually pick specific products based on whatever the crowdfunding purpose is. So from there, they would thank you for your donation, but you would actually be able to see in a live sense the map illuminating, or a building being constructed, or a picture coming to life. So I, as a web developer, am always trying to find the connection, the human connection between what you're experiencing online and doing, and what it means to be human and not just giving money for the sake of giving money. The two integrations for Visa that I would be using are Visa currency rate and also Visa checkout. And I think the most important part with all of this is just, for me as a web developer, coming up with the business plan would depend on how I wanted to scale it. Right now we have dedicated hosting on our Google server that we would sell, and the solution would only live on our Google server, which we would get patent. So that's my idea, and my company's WM Digital. Thank you.
Thank you. So now is the time for Fleet Fair.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Awesome. There we go. My name is Ainsworth Spence, and I'm with Fleet Fair, and what we are is an on-demand application that lets a hotel or a small business be able to take all their assets, resources, and relationships and put it into a digital market. We deepen partnerships, expanding access, and driving digital. So how can seamless technology help empower local economies that need to get benefits from economics through travel? We allow them to do that by being able to get the relationships closer and giving technology to both of the companies that are working locally so that they can make more money from guests that come into their country. We have 3 pieces of software. One is a rider application, a driver application, and a web-based CMS that manages all that experience. For Visa, what we're trying to do is reduce risk and fraud, authenticate payments, simplify checkout, and then increase digital payments. To do this, we do proximity authentication, two-factor authentication, location-based data, and mass public messaging. So if everyone has an iPhone, if you pull it up on this QRC, you'll see something pop up on your phone. Now, let's take the trip from a family. They're on vacation. They've already booked their trip with a hotel using our software. That hotel now has that customer's information and can then provide them more services. So they don't own the taxis, they don't own any other relationships, but they can get their guests picked up like a concierge service from the airport to the hotel. Now, once they're at the hotel, they've used their travel notification that we have because we create the itinerary in our booking platform for the guests to be able to go, hey, I can authenticate with Visa that my guest is going to be here when they say they are because they've already bought the tickets, the trips, the excursions, and we have a full running itinerary that we can always check and it's time-stamped along with the Visa API. So we're trying to tokenize payments and also make location-based verification a lot easier. The goal to be able to help Visa is now that you can have easier payments locally with individuals, now you can make payments a lot faster. To do that payment a lot faster, what we do is we integrate with a B2B verification so that now as a vendor, that hotel can pay that taxi cab driver much quicker through our back-end system. Our partners are Listener, CBS North Star, Illuminify, BNS, and C3LS. All these companies help us complement our technology packages. Our distribution comes from the Caribbean Hotel Tourism Association, which we're a member of, as well as CANTO, which is the telecom association for the Caribbean, and then the Florida Caribbean Cruise Association. We're enabling smart updates, verifying users' payments, and delivering secure data. We do a licensing fee for our users that want to go enterprise or higher, and then we have a transaction fee that we allow for regular businesses to run. My name is Ainsworth Spence. My partner, Rob Lockhart, he's not here, but we thank you for your time and appreciate it.
Thank you. So now is the time for Wendy Flo.
Which one's the... Hi guys, my name is Solomon Horowitz, founder of Vendy, and I'm here with the people from Flomio. As you guys know, ride-sharing is in hypergrowth. It's expanding, 9 billion from SoftBank to Uber, 1 billion from Capital G to Lyft. Now, car ownership in 2020, it's going to reach its peak. So ride-sharing is in hypergrowth. It's going to keep expanding. And with this, the way we transport is going to change. It's going to be revolutionized. Now the car will become like an entertainment center where you're going to take a rest, where you're going to take a nap, where you're going to have meetings, and so on and so forth. So with ride sharing, a lot of services will come. Many, many services. Snacks and goodies, service on the go, in-car advertising, and you name it. So we're going to do the demo because we want to tackle the snacks and goodies industry. As you guys can see, we have a Vendy box, a Vendy, which is like a vending machine inside the car. The passenger can come in with the Vendy app. He opens the box. He takes out from the box whatever he wants to buy, whether it's a granola bar, an Advil, even some condoms if you need. We know exactly what you took out of the box. Once we close the box, we know exactly, like you close the box, we close the session, and your car gets charged immediately. We did the demo while I was talking. So we're using two APIs from Visa. One API, what we call it, a cyber source payment API, and the other one is a tokenization. So I would leave Grundy, my partner, to talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so these are the two APIs. We basically tokenize the the passenger's card, and we give them a loyalty pass, which is the pass that is able to unlock the box for sort of like a seamless checkout. And once the purchase session is complete, we just execute a payment on that token and send the customer an email with their receipt.
I have 30 more seconds. I want to take the chance to say that this idea came because many of the people that are coming from Venezuela are getting here, and they can drive for Lyft, they can drive for Uber because it's a good way of making a living, but sometimes it's just not enough to support their families. So if we can be another source of revenue for them, then it will be good for us, it will be good for them, and it will be good for the ecosystem. Just one last thing, we're two Miami-based startups working together, and we want to make sure that we can embrace and we can empower the ecosystem here in Miami, and I'm sure Emerge is helping us as well, so thank you.
Thank you very much. Now we have the team from CyberLogics. They are going to present 2 solutions. So the first one, come here.
What's this? Oh, okay. Skilled? Hey guys, good afternoon. I love traveling, I love going on adventure trips, and one thing I do is I usually bring very little cash. I rely on my cards, which can get tricky. And that's what TravelKit is about. TravelKit is an SDK banks could integrate in their existing solutions, in their existing banking apps, to support travelers in doing whatever they're doing while traveling. We focused on emergency fund situations. In case you lose your card, what do? So one of our models was we went from paper to plastic, and now from paper to digital. How many times have you had it that you lost your wallet, forgot cards, or something gets rejected while traveling? TravelKit solves these problems, and we'll get to a little demo in a moment. For one, we have integrated a variety of APIs and different features. Most of these APIs focus on ID verification or authentication of you as a user or you as a card holder. That's what you see in the top half. And then some others for ATM location and Visa Direct. Now, one of the key pieces is what happens if you have a virtual card. What happens if while you're not paying attention, someone steals your bag? Now, in that case, now in this little SDK, you can access funds by having access to a virtual card that we're using the Marqueta API to create the virtual card, and then using Visa Direct to transfer funds to that from your usual funds. In addition to that, we want to allow you, because in some countries you also do need to get cash. So we use the ATM locator to find where's the next ATM that has cash-free withdrawals, where you can now, with our authentication flow, we put together a multi-point authentication that allows you to verify. Else we'll step you through, be it from facial recognition, fingerprint, location, as well as uploading an ID, because hey, if your bag gets stolen, you may still have something like your passport that you can scan. Based on the multi-point verification, we will, together with the issuer, determine a score and then decide to allow that person access to withdraw cash from an ATM or not by giving them an ATM PIN that gets generated. This has many benefits for cardholders as well as issuers. And with that, thank you.
Thank you. So ready for the second solution from CyberLogic? Are you going together? Okay.
Can you? It's not the start. 1 second, it started right in the middle. Yeah, quick delay. Great. Hi, everybody. My name's Matt Gillespie. I'm here also from the Silver Logic to present on File. So I'm a Midwesterner, fairly new to Florida, and one thing a lot of people know about Midwesterners is we worry about our privacy and our money a lot. So when I lost my debit card the other week, which really happened, I took about 10 minutes to look for it and was immediately so worried that I just canceled it, not thinking anything about what that would do to my subscriptions. So almost right away, there was no Spotify, there was no gym membership, the woodsy beard oil I subscribed to was no longer going to get delivered, and that's a real problem. So we created On File using a number of Visa APIs to solve a couple problems related to having a card on file, knowing what you're subscribed to, and especially if you need to update a number, making sure that gets pushed out to everybody you subscribe to so there's no interruption. So On File, by the Silver Logic, is meant to be an SDK that we would integrate into existing commercial banking apps. And it's going to give you a dashboard that lets you see monthly recurring payments, unsubscribe from things. It's also going to use Visa Direct to allow you to see peers that you pay for things like splitting rent or splitting utilities. And via Auto Updater, it's going to update that information anytime you get a new card. So 3 problems we're solving: managing or canceling subscriptions, recurring payments to friends, and also handling the enormous amount of credit cards that have to get replaced every year. This was just a back of an envelope that we did. So in this solution, if it'll go. Okay, so our distribution model is really simple. It's an integrated SDK. Over 80% of Americans who have smartphones use their mobile banking app already, so we're going to build it right in there. 4 APIs are utilized. And if you take a look at the merchant list, it would pull up everybody you subscribe to via card on file. If I want to stop subscribing, I can swipe and remove. Okay, if I want to take a look at, thank you. If I want to take a look at friends that I pay, that's also doable, and with a little icon to show me what I'm paying them for. And finally, I press that. There's a method for updating my subscriptions if I need to push out a new card number to everybody I subscribe to. So, value proposition for card holders. This all lives inside your mobile app. It's really secure. It's an app you already use. For card issuers, people are really going to want this service. It's going to save them a ton of time and headaches. And we'd be marketing it in a classic B2B2C model. And that's it.
Thank you very much to all participants and all people that attend here. So the winner will be announced at 5:30 at the main stage. Thank you very much.